Is your MUT team looking sorry? Don't trip, I got you covered. Go to my sponsor MMOEXP for the cheapest, fastest, and most reliable coins out there. And don't forget to use code JUJU to get an extra 5% off at checkout. Link will be in the description.
I'm talking, we gon' get them straight. I'm in the trenches damn near every day. I get the money and stay out the way. I'm moving solo, okay, little snakes.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? And welcome back to another one. Today, boys, we got a how to build the best Raiders theme team in Madden 21. So for anyone out there looking to build a Raiders theme team, this is the video for you. We're gonna be going over power-up passes, who to use them on, free players you can get from doing solos and stuff, along with costs of all the players, the training, all that good stuff. But first off, I just gotta say, this took me about 2 hours of research on Mudhead, like looking at all the prices and doing all the math. So I would greatly appreciate it if you could just hit that like button for me. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, man. We're trying to hit 3K in the next week or two. Then lastly, I just wanted to shout out that we are gonna be streaming tonight with the Packers theme team on Weekend League. So if you guys want to come by, definitely recommend doing that. Should be a lot of fun. But yeah, now with all that being said, let's jump into it. So first off, we're going to be talking about who you're going to be using your power passes on. And I just wanted to say that all this information that I talk about in the video will be down below in the description. But yeah, now, so let's jump right into it. So for the 62 to 81 power passes, it's going to be on Darren Waller, Cory Littleton, and Aldon Smith. Then the 82 to 84 will be on Amari Cooper, Richie, Incognito, and then Trent Brown. The 85 to 86 is going to be on Rodney, Hudson, and then Ronnie, Lott. So Ronnie Lott does have that 85 epics card that you can just bypass with training, but there's only one, like he's the only other person besides Rodney Hudson that you could even use a power pass on. So I mean, might as well, you know, save that little bit of training. Then for the 87s and 88s, it's going to be on Khalil, Mack, and Rich Gannon's Team Diamond card. The 89 to 90 is going to be on Richard, Seymour, and Woodson. The 91 to 92 is going to be on nnamdi. The 93 to 94 is going to be on Hendricks. Now, I did want to mention, too, that it actually would be a little bit smarter to do it with a special teams player. So either Shane Leckler at punter or Sebastian Janikowski at kicker. They're both about 20K more expensive than Hendricks. But for me, I don't even power him up, so I didn't want to mention that in here. But that's something you could definitely do if you do power up your punter and kicker. Then for the 95, you're going to be using it on Eric Allen. The 96 is going to be Jerry Rice, and then the 97 is going to be nnamdi again. Now, also, too, one quick thing I wanted to mention is this is just the base power passes that you're going to get from leveling up from level 1 to level 90. There's also additional ones you can get for doing your daily challenges every day. You know, the win 2 games or and buy a pack or whatever. But I didn't want to mention those just because I don't know how far along you guys are. You might have just gotten the game. So one thing that everyone can control is grinding out to level 90. Get all these free power passes. So yeah, that's the power passes there. Then we're going to talk about the free players that you can get just by doing solos. So you can get Jason Wynns 84, Jonathan Abrams 88, Gabe Jackson's 91, Maurice Hurst 92, Derek Carr's team standout, which is going to be an 89. Then for the other standout for the 92s, you're actually going to take Cordarelle Patterson instead of Nick Witkowski. He's a little bit more expensive. Then obviously for the 95 standout, you're going to be taking Rodney Hudson. Then for the 50 players you're going to get for free, you're going to get Taylor Mays on the defensive side of the ball and then Randy Moss on the offensive side of the ball. So the way you're going to get these players is there's solos for team builders, and the team builders are going to be Jason Witten, Jonathan Abram, Gabe Jackson, and Maurice Hurst. So you go play through all the solos. I think it's like a 32 solo sequence or whatever. At the end, you get a fantasy pack. Now, honestly, I wouldn't really recommend doing it for the lower overall players that don't go for much, but I just wanted to throw it in here because technically you can get them for free. Then for Derek Carr, Cordarelle Patterson, and Rodney Hudson, those are all going to be your team standouts. Same as the builders. It's like a 32 challenge sequence or whatever. You play through it, get a fantasy pack at the end. You're going to take them. Then for Taylor Mays and Randy Moss, those are going to be your 50 solos. So weeks 1 through 7, we're the 52nd team. So you play through all those. At the end, you're going to get a fantasy pack where you get all the players from the second team. Obviously, you're going to take Taylor Mays with that. Then the same for weeks 8 through 14, I believe. That's where you're going to take your Randy Moss after finishing all those. So yeah, now that we went over all the power passes, all the free players, let's get into how much the team actually costs. So at QB here, it's going to cost you about 301K. And obviously all these numbers are like taking into account the power passes, all that stuff. So yeah, QB, it's going to cost you 301K. You're going to need Rich Gannon's power up and his 95. Then Derek Carr's power up and his 94. So I mean, yeah, 301K there, not horrible. Now also it could be a little bit cheaper too if you didn't want to max out all the backups. But I'm like, all these numbers are for the fully maxed out theme team, starters, backups, all that good stuff. So then, yeah, running backs here, it's going to cost you about 244k, which is actually not bad because we are pretty stacked at running back. It's going to be Bo Jackson's power up, his 90 legend card. And then a lot of people don't know this, but his 96, or was it a 97? Either 96 or 97, whatever card that no, it was a 96. So his 96 card from the Zero Chill, there's actually a training bypass on that. I think it's like 30 something K training. I'm not too sure off the top of my head. But yeah, so that's way smarter there. Just use the training bypass instead of actually buying the card. Will save you a bunch of coins. Then obviously you just got to buy Latavius Murray, then Josh Jacobs. There's also a Maurice Jones-Drew, so you can kind of decide there who you all want for your backup running backs. Then at wide receiver, it's only going to cost you 148k because Cordarelle Patterson, like I said, we're getting for free. Jerry Rice, we're getting with the power up pass. And then Randy Moss we're getting for free. So right there, your 3 starters, you're getting their full cards all for free. So you just need their power-ups and then like, you know, they're like golds, elites, whatever kind of stuff they have in between. Unless I mentioned them earlier in the power-up pass or for the power-up passes. Then Amari Cooper, you need his power-up. We're getting his base elite for free. Then you need his 91 Redux. And then Henry Ruggs, you just got to buy in the store. He's not that expensive. So yeah, not too bad there for the wide receivers, only 148k. Then we're going to get into the tight ends here. This is going to cost you 363k, and it's pretty much all just for Darren Waller. Jared Cook's only like 40k, so he's super cheap. But you're going to need Darren Waller's power up, his series redux, and his 96. So yeah, that's going to run you a little bit, but still 363k, and Darren Waller's arguably the best tight end in the game right now. So yeah, definitely worth it there. Then for the O-line, this is going to cost you about 299k. So you're going to need Matt Stinchcom's full card. Obviously, there's no power up to it. Then you're going to need Richie Incognito's power up and his 89 heavyweight card. Then Rodney Hudson, you're just going to need his power up because you're getting the base elite and the 95 with the power up pass. And then for the free card or whatever, Gabe Jackson, you're also getting for free. And then Lincoln Kennedy there, you just got to buy in the auction house. That's pretty much where most of the prices. I think he's like 250k, something like that, and I think like 280 actually. Then obviously just all the backups in there. Then yeah, that actually is going to do it for the offense. So we're going to move over to the defense now. Starting off with the safeties, this is going to cost you around 163k. So you're going to need Ronnie Lott's power up and his full card, the 94 legend. Then you're going to need Reggie Nelson's card, not too expensive there. Then Taylor Mays, like I said earlier, we're going to be getting him for free, so you just need his power up. Then Jonathan Abram, we're also getting for free. So pretty much the safety's whole entire cost is just there at free safety with Ronnie Lott and Reggie Nelson. Then next up, we got the cornerbacks, and this is the most expensive position group on the team. It's going to cost you 697k. So you're going to need Rod Woodson's power up, just his power up and his full card, the 96 Zero Chill. Because like I said, we are going to be using a power up pass on his 90 card, or 89, whatever it was. Then Eric Allen, you're just going to need his power up. Because like I said, we're getting him with the 95 power up pass. Then Charles Woodson, you need his power up and full card. Sorry, I had to tilt my head a little bit there. I got my mic in the way. But yeah, so you're going to need his power up and then his full card, the 95 Zero Chill. Then nnamdi, you really just need his power up because like I said, we are getting the 91 with the power up pass along with the 97. So yeah, you just need his power up there. And then you need D'Angelo Hall, who is kind of expensive there, not horrible though, 95, whatever promo that was, Campus Hero. So yeah, that's the cornerbacks there. Like I said, it's going to cost you around 697k. Then getting into the linebackers here, this is actually going to be the second most expensive group. So you're going to need Ted Hendricks just his power up because like I said, we are getting his full card with the power up pass. Then Nick Witkowski, you're going to need his power up, his gold card, and then his 92 team standout. Cory Littleton, you're going to need his power up, and then his 83, I think it is. It was the ultimate kickoff, and then his 95 Super Bowl pass card. Malcolm Smith, you just got to buy. Nicholas Moreau, you just got to buy. And then Khalil Mack. This is pretty much like the majority of the cost here between him and Cory Littleton. He's going to be super expensive. You need his power up, his 92 series redux, and then his 96 team of the year, which are all pretty expensive there. So yeah, that's definitely a killer, but Khalil Mack is an absolute goon, so it is definitely worth it. Then down on the D-line here, this is only going to cost you around 238k. So you got Richard Seymour, you're going to need just his power up because we're getting him with the power up pass. Then Cleveland Farrell, you're going to need his card, not super expensive. Leroy Glover is also obviously a team captain, and he did actually play for the Raiders, for those of you who don't know that. So if you are looking to run like a pure theme team like I do, he does count. He did play, I think, one season, his first season with the Raiders. So yeah, you can definitely throw him in there. He's free. Then Warren Sapp, you need his power up and his full card. Then Maurice Hurst down there, you can get him for free, like I said earlier, with the team challenge or the team builder challenges, excuse me. Then Jonathan Hankins is just a gold. He also has an 81. I think that was a cauldron guard, but that's not available anymore. So you're most likely, unless you already have it, just gonna have to stick with the gold. Then at left end, we got Trace Armstrong, just gonna have to buy him. Then Aldon Smith, you need his power up and his full card, the 89 team standout. Then moving over to special teams, our final position group. This is gonna cost you about 297k. Now also, like I said earlier, you could get one of them with the power up pass, but I did not include that in here because honestly, to me, it's kind of pointless to power up a punter or a kicker. You definitely can if you wanted to, but I don't know. To me, definitely I wouldn't do it for the punter. If you're going to do it at all, do it for Sebastian Janikowski. I really don't even recommend getting the full punter. Like, it's really pointless. You could definitely just rock out with his 84 set piece that he had for the 50. Because, like, I don't know about you, but I punt maybe once every 10 games. I wouldn't even have him if it wasn't for, you know, me being a YouTuber having to have the maxed out team. So yeah, 297k there for the special teams. So then you're gonna add all that up, and it's gonna be 3,613,000 coins for all the players, offense, defense, special teams. But that isn't the full price now, because you got to remember you also need a bunch of training to power up all the cards. So the total amount of trading that you're gonna need for the whole entire team is 262,633. And then we're going to take that number and times it by 5, because that right now is the cheapest cost of training, which means for every 5 coins, you're going to get 1 training point back. So yeah, we're going to take 262,633, multiply that by 5 for a total number of 1,313,165. So that's the total amount of coins you're gonna have to spend on training. Now also, that doesn't include chems and abilities. Those also cost a bunch of training, so you're probably gonna want to buy more than that. So then getting into the total cost here, adding up the players and then the training costs, all that, it's going to be a total cost of 4,926,165 coins. So that is the total cost to get all the training, all the power-ups needed just to max out the team. Now also, like I said, you're still going to need training for chemistries and abilities, so probably want to tack on like an extra 200 or 2 to 300k there just for that. So figure around 5.2 mil to build the whole entire team, max it out with chemistries, abilities, and all that. Yeah, boys, that is going to do it for the video, though. I hope you did enjoy. This took me a bunch of research to figure out all these numbers and stuff, but it's definitely worth it. I like helping you guys out. I usually do these like once every month or two, just for all my new subs looking to build the theme teams. I'm always getting comments asking how to build the Packers and Raiders, so yeah, we like to keep these pretty updated every month or two. But yeah, that is going to wrap it up for the video, though. I mean, we pretty much went over anything you would need to know if you're looking to build a Raiders theme team, excuse me. Then also, like I said, all this information will be down below in the description. But yeah, though, that is going to do it. So if you boys did enjoy, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a sub, leave a comment down below, and turn them post noties on. But that is going to do it. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.